Get faced that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flockadamus, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. I'm it. I'm it. I'm it. I'm it. I'm it. I'm it.
I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Cowboys have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Redskins, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9. Now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Fitzgerald. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the ends, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a Jamal Charles, nobody in front. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamal Charles, 104 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Block it in motion right. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He lets it fly for Lockett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go. 3-19. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first down carry now for Crowell. Oh, fighting off the defender. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play clock winding down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. to throw here. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Now let's go.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Henry Anderson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now come the Redskins. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ben to throw again. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Kenneth Acker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Decker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Crowell running right. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. 4 down. Check.
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jared Odrick in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Mostert. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Roethlisberger. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. Don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The play clock's running down. Crowell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. This is Crowell, and some space here, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. 3,
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. 133. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On the run, it's Crowell. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
On the counter, it's Charles. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.